So, we did the fire puja today, purified all the negativities, and I think it's very important to really rejoice at what you've done the last month. You know, there's probably a great feeling of richness, whether you were doing the retreat or serving it. There's a feeling of richness and accomplishment. And I think it's good for us to rejoice in that feeling and feel happy about our own virtue and happy about the virtue, the wholesomeness that everybody here has created all together, and rejoice in the virtues of all sentient beings wherever they are, and the virtues of the arhats and the Buddhas and the bodhisattvas and everybody. In other words, we should be happy when we and others do something that is worthwhile and beneficial. Sometimes, I emphasize this because sometimes people feel that if they're happy, that something's wrong. They can't be really religious if they're happy. You know, you're supposed to be suffering all the time, you know? And that if you're happy, then that means you're selfish. You know, we may have that somewhere in the cobwebs of our mind, you know, that, oh, if I'm happy, I'm selfish, so can't be selfish, so can't be happy. That's old stuff, old conditioning. It's not true, okay? So as Dharma practitioners, we should be happy, but what makes us happy is not the things that used to make us happy. That's the difference. Because what used to make us happy is all the sense pleasure objects. And as Dharma practitioners, what we're doing is seeing that those things don't really work as sources of happiness. But there are sources of happiness, such as thinking of the qualities of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, rejoicing at our own and others' virtue, cultivating love, compassion, joy, and equanimity, developing samadhi, cultivating wisdom. There's a gazillion different ways to generate happiness as a monastic or as a Dharma practitioner. Okay, so we definitely want to cultivate happiness. Nothing wrong with it. It's just that how we get it is different than grasping onto the sense pleasures, which always lead us to more and more confusion when we do that. Okay? So at this time, at the end of the retreat, really rejoicing in your own and others' virtues, you know, let your heart feel really happy. Yeah? Because it's something new and unusual in our samsaric existence. Yeah? So you always want a new and unusual experience. Yeah. You know, Disneyland you've been to gazillions of times in previous life. That's not interesting anymore. But creating virtue and feel happy because of that, wow! You know, that's something we haven't had so often. Yeah, so we should really feel happy about that and spread that happiness to others, and then dedicate all that merit to the enlightenment of ourselves and others. Okay? So people should be smiling and perky.